Assalamu alaikum and a warm welcome to all my dear students. I am your English teacher. Today I will be teaching you an interesting poem from your course book. The name of the poem is A Minor Bird. Dear children, as you know about the present global crisis and sufferings all along the globe due to the coronavirus and its impacts on our lives, I would like to ask you a question during this phase in your lives. Dear children, what do you miss during this lockdown period? I know your answers may vary. Some may be missing their school. Some of you may be missing your friends, going out to corniche, playing in the garden, and so on. And what about going on a morning walk and enjoying nature? We miss them all, right? Dear children, surely we all have learned to value and respect nature. Between our phones, tablets, laptops, televisions, it seems as if the screen time is happening 24/7. That's why it has become more imperative than ever for us to unplug and head out in the great outdoors. Getting out into nature, the sights and sounds of the surroundings. We all are definitely missing the sweet melody of birds merrily singing in the parks and gardens. In the dark clouds of coronavirus, the quarantine and the lockdown, let us see the silver lining that nature has thrived and taught us. Children, this is a strong reminder that we should take care to give nature its due rightful space and declare solidarity with all living creatures, birds, animals, trees, respecting their right for cohabitation and coexistence with us humans. Nature is the source of our living. We think technology is the only thing that we should develop or care about. Children, plants and trees give off oxygen that lets us breathe properly. Can your gadgets do that? My dear children, there is no Wi-Fi in nature, but I promise you will find a better connection. This poem, A Minor Bird, is written by Robert Frost. This poem is one of the greatest pieces of poetry with which the works of Robert Frost are always associated. Robert Frost is a poet who starts his poem in delight and ends in wisdom. And this poem touches our hearts as it reveals the reality of the world. In this poem, Robert Frost expresses modern man's inability to appreciate nature. Let me recite the poem for you all. A Minor Bird. I have wished a bird would fly away and not sing by my house all day. Have clapped my hands at him from the door when it seemed as if I could bear no more. The fault must partly have been in me. The bird was not to blame for his key. And of course there must be something wrong in wanting to silence any song. The poem Minor Bird is one of the shortest poems of Frost, which contains 4 rhyming couplets, which means it has 4 two-line stanzas. The title Minor Bird reflects the human's inability to appreciate nature. And it also conveys the message that the modern man regards nature as minor. Let me now read the first couplet. I have wished a bird would fly away and not sing by my house all day. Here, the poet reveals a small incident and the poet's reaction to it. It is obvious that the reaction is against an action of nature. According to that, the poet is not pleased by the song of the bird, which seems to sing at his house all day, and he wants the bird to fly away. Moving on to the second couplet. Have clapped my hands at him from the door, when it seemed as if I could bear no more. Here, instead of being pleased, the poet becomes annoyed and he dislikes the song of the bird. So he claps his hand and chases the bird away. It is against the law of nature. He could not bear it anymore, which means he is not able to listen to it anymore. Let me now read out the other two couplets. The fault must partly have been in me. The bird was not to blame for his key. And of course there must be something wrong in wanting to silence any song. Yet again we see the poet himself identifies there might be something wrong for his action. Most probably it might be an inadequacy with him that made him impossible to enjoy with nature. The poet understands that the bird's key is not the reason. What do you mean by key here? It means the musical note. In this poem, it is the bird's song. So the poet understands that the bird's key is not the reason. Nature is beautiful, yet man, especially modern man, is unable to enjoy with it. Most probably the modern human beings are burdened with problems, duties and responsibilities. The bird song is disturbing the mind's concentration. Then they become unable to appreciate and admire the beauty of nature. So dear students, the most powerful message that Robert Frost delivered in this poem is that it is wrong to try to silence anyone's opinions and beliefs. As if the poet clearly said that no matter how small or powerless you were, your opinion and rights have its own value and worth. Thank you.